I'm on the morning from A to Z. Love is always the energy. And I will love you all equally. Wherever you might be. In a Jaja University. Yeah. I'm on the morning from A to Z. Love is a dawn. And it's the energy. Really good morning. I love you all equally. Really good morning. Wherever you might be. Really good morning. Love you all from A to Z. I'm on the morning. I love you all from A to Z, wherever you might be. Love is always the energy. Well, this is the drive live into the modern day plantation. Love is always the vibration. No, we're all human nation, one human nation, no matter the situation. Oh, Lord, yeah, yeah, oh, yeah, oh, yeah, 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 yeah. So this morning, once more, celebrating the female energy for sure. Yes, yes, yes. So we're cutting to the chase right now. We're giving thanks for life as usual. Life is the single most precious gift ever. Love is the greatest energy ever in that life. The greatest gift ever was equally shared in equal measure. You see what I mean? Forward ever, backward never. Love is always the greatest and purest of pleasure. And love must always be your endeavor. All right. Blessings and love. Celebrating the female energy like no other. Yes, it's the balance. And this morning, we're focusing a lot more on the differences between us, men and women, male and female, feminine and masculine. Yes, and testosterone and estrogen. Yes, yes, and then we're isolating these entities or these characteristics of the women and celebrating them, understanding them, celebrating them. You know what I mean? Yes, yes. So as we were talking yesterday, and highlighting the differences in terms of like the awkwardness when the male and the female come together in terms of the introduction and trying to get to understand each other. Yes, when I was growing up as a boy and meeting a lot of the girls for the first time after just playing with boys only, and now getting to find out the differences between us, knowing the girls and knowing them deeper and deeper as life goes on. And in the end here now, it's not the end, but it's just a wonderful feeling because it's a continuation of understanding. Even though we're trying to understand self and then understanding others. So the understanding and the getting to know and the familiarity of the female energy is continued. It's a continuation. It never stops. You know what I mean? Trying to understand ourselves. So highlighting some differences. First of all, this morning the chant is gonna be give me my girlfriend. Yes, my one in the world friend. Yes, because as a man, I need that girlfriend. I need that one, where I can reach out to for everything. Yes. So, and in that girlfriend, yes, I can find motherhood. Yes, because more than likely she's gonna have my children. You know what I mean? In that girlfriend, I'm finding love and affection. I'm finding intimacy. I'm finding sex, as we talk about, for reproduction. And sex, yes, as I said, I'm not sure I'm going to be able to do the sex chant this morning, but the sex chant will be either this morning at the end here or tomorrow. So definitely the girlfriend chant to highlight the girlfriend and the need for that girlfriend energy, that female energy to balance me up, to keep me up, to change my mood. You know what I mean? To boost me. Yes, I need it. Yes. So so the chant will be given my girlfriend, and then the sex chant in terms of the challenges of sex and managing sex the right and proper way. Because when males see females, particularly when we're younger, we tend to go into sex mode a lot, only one dimensionally, and it gets us into trouble. Yes. And then we have all kinds of perverted behaviors, rape and gang banging and all these kinds of things. So tomorrow we're gonna do more chants, like about 3 or so chants, at least 3 chants, you know what I mean? So if we don't do the sex chant, sex This thing called sex is not easy, right? If we don't do it this morning, we're going to do it tomorrow morning, along with spiritual lady, and along with my other chant is Mother Earth. Yes, my woman and my mother. You know what I mean? So my girlfriend, I see my girlfriend as my girlfriend. I see my girlfriend as a mother. I see my girlfriend as a friend, and all these kinds of things, and following her. So the chance coming up tomorrow, but this chant this morning will be to give me my girlfriend, and if differences, yes, celebrating the energy. So let's look at some of the energies real quick. The female energies that we know are distinctly different from us males, and you know, we have to sort of give a little disclaimer. So these differences, they're not um uniquely different in all cases. They are generalizations. However, there are differences, generally speaking, right? So, and people who are going to listen to me, when you listen to this Drive Live here, please, I know it's not popular right now, it's not common, but we're doing it same way because we feel it, we're convicted with the spirit. It's a love energy, and the associated energy of love this week is the female energy, feminine energy, the estrogen energy, the femininity, yes, the DNT, the petite, yes, the particularness, yes, the paying attention to more detail, yes, the nuances, the subtleness, yes, we need that energy. And so if you look at me right now, look at my colors right now. My colors are kind of bland, gray, and I find myself gravitating to gray a lot. Burgundy. I can't pronounce it right, so don't evaluate me after the American pronunciation with Burgundy. That's kind of one of my favorite colors, if not my favorite color. You know what I mean? My favorite color. But men tend to be bland and kind of more modest and more laid back, even with their colors. Yes, and so we're talking about the pink energy, which is the female energy, generally speaking. And we see today a lot of men wearing pink even more than back in the day. You know what I mean? So we have associated this pink as more of a female energy as opposed to, like, let's say, red, gray, you know what I mean, and all these things. But when you check out a lot of women, individually speaking, some of them, would also like green and also like blue, like, for example, royal blue. I went to a funeral the other day, and this, may her soul rest in peace, Annie, my cousin, she passed away. Her favorite color was royal blue, so I had to wear royal blue to the funeral. you know. One of my staff, her name is Keisha, where I work, you know what I mean? And her energy is, her color energy is a royal blue as well. And she has a lot of, emphasis on, makeup. And I know that that's a generalization, and that's most women, they like to titivate and to, make themselves look good. Yes. And in their own way. So a lot of the hair has to look good, the eyes, the the lipstick and all these kinds of things, and the colors have to match and blend. So yes, so the differences, yes. So we're talking about you know, smelling good. Yes, and when you look at the differences, men, we tend to, particularly boys and girls, when you look at those differences, girls tend to kind of keep themselves a little bit more together. You know what I mean? Showering more regularly, showering more in detail. Yes, because of even their physical, biological parts. Yes, we talk about, yes, physical, biological parts. You know what I mean? The vagina, the penis. I mean, the vagina has more curvatures and all of these things that you have to probably pay particular attention to, else there might be, it might get infected easily, based on where it's placed, and its position, its location to the urinary tract and all these kinds of things. Yes, we should not be afraid to talk about these things, know ourselves. And I know what I'm saying, these things now, you guys know them already. But just based on the biological layout, This is sometimes what, most of the times, what has actually shaped us in terms of being, you know, the persons that we have evolved to be in terms of our tendencies and stuff across gender lines. Yes? So men tend to be more rambunctious, running up and down, getting sweaty, and not paying attention to the cleanliness in terms of, you know what I mean, that, you know, trying to men will have this order, and you know, we don't care too much about it. And then when we go around the females, they be like, what are you guys doing? You know, smelling us from afar. Yes, a personal hygiene. Yes, women are more particular with regards to that. Makeup, titty-thing. Yes, organization. Yeah, I was listening to one of my cousins yesterday on a TikTok, and she gave me, you know, I mean, she reminded me, listening to her TikTok, she reminded me, and she was talking about men begging women a lot. And you know what men typically want to beg women. You understand me? And then she was talking about some other differences in terms of the smell. Yes. So um organization, women tend to be more organized. They're more particular with making sure things are organized. You know what I mean? And I've encountered a lot of that, and I've gotten better because of the women energy, being around the women energy. You know, many times I would come in from work and I would throw down my shoes all over the place, and my wife at the time, you know, because my wife at the time would give it to me and say, hey, look, put your shoes there, put your shoes there. So many things, so many things. You know what I mean? And even that emotional wearing of on the sleeves, you know, I mean, we've talked about that many, many times. And so that, you know, even that, you can look into that situation and appreciate that, even though we as men might not like it, and we talk about women nag us a lot. Yes, even me myself too. However, we have to learn to understand each other and get along. So it's chanting time, you know. It's chanting time. Loving the female energy, and if it wasn't for the female energy, I wouldn't be this organized. I wouldn't be this particular. Yes, they have taught me how to take care of myself, how to shower properly. You know what I mean? How to put on a little perfume and kind of smell a little bit better. You know what I mean? All these kinds of things, and to sort of develop that feminine energy in within myself, to balance it with my testosterone. You see what I mean? So, celebrating the females, and this one is talking about giving what? Give me for my girlfriend, my one in the world friend. You see what I mean? So the chant is about now. Yes, and we might do the sex chant if we have time. Blessings and love to all. Yes, celebrating the female energy among us. Full time, we love them more and stop beat them up on all these kinds of things. So what? Give me for my girlfriend, my one in the world friend. Ooh la 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 la. Chanting time. I know I feel kind of hyper and you're sensing it, and yes, no wonder why. Yes, because you know, when you're around the females, and a lot of men do a lot of really dumb things because they're wanting to impress females. And we as men, we must, it, it's it's the two heads that will lead, the feminine and the masculine, not one, right? So don't jump around getting all too, get hyper, but make sure your hyper is well directed. Yes, and not you're not overzealous, and you're not getting you're not overreacting and trying to go out of your way and being unwise just um to impress a woman. And because the woman in the right space of mind will know that you're acting up and being stupid. Yes, what I mean? Give me for my girlfriend. Listen this. Oh la 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 la, yeah yeah yeah. Me say, give me for me girlfriend. Watch ya. One in the world friend area. We thought for me girlfriend. Really like me whirling. Give me for me girlfriend, me one in the world friend. We thought for me girlfriend, really like me whirling. Give me for me, she may give me, bring it, give me, yeah, 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 yeah. Girl, me got it, yeah. True love me, I feel you're sweet and spectacular. You make me happy, yeah. Girl, you make me happy, yeah. Sweet and spectacular. Girl, you make me happy, yeah. Watch ya. So happy wife, happy life, whether day, whether night. Genuine and polite, any good man delight. Never dull, ever bright. She do things me like. Genuine is the type, with the tact and the stripe. Together we are pull, peaceful, she no fight. She knows I am the bull, so she respect me might. Always faithful, spiritually bright, always grateful, spiritually right. What the chat name? Hey, give me for me girlfriend. What ya? One in a the world, friend. Here ya. We thought for me girlfriend. Really like me whirling. Give me for me girlfriend, me one in a the world, friend. We thought for me girlfriend. Really like me whirling. Give me for me. She make it me bring her, give me. Yeah, yeah, yeah. Girl, me got it, yeah. You love me, I feel you're sweet and spectacular. You make me happy, yeah. Girl, you make me happy, yeah. Sweet and spectacular. Girl, you make me happy, yeah. Happy. Watch this now. This girl here, she love me, spiritually bubbly, could never be ugly. Glad that she love me, live life admirably, firm not wobbly, spiritually godly, need her godly, in love with her madly, and I choose her, need her badly. Hey, this girl here, she lovely, spiritually bubbly, could never be ugly. Glad that she love me, live life admirably, firm not wobbly, spiritually godly. I choose her gladly, in love with her madly, and I need her badly. She's not any kind of friend, not no minor friend. All the time, my friend, glad to find your friend. I'm glad to find your friend. She's not any kind of friend, not no minor friend. All the time, my friend, I'm glad to find your friend. I'm really glad to find your friend. Give me for me girlfriend. Watch ya, watch ya. One in a the world friend. Here ya, here ya. Without for me girlfriend. Watch ya, watch ya. Really like me whirling. Give me for me girlfriend. Me one in a the world friend. Without for me girlfriend. Really like me whirling. Give me for me. She may give me, bring it, give me. Yeah, 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 yeah. Girl, me got it, yeah. You love me, I feel you're sweet and spectacular. You make me happy, yeah. Girl, you make me happy, yeah. Sweet and spectacular. Girl, you make me happy, yeah. So, blessings and love to the ladies. Blessings and love to the girls. Blessings and love to the sisters. Blessings and love to the aunties. Blessings and love to the nieces. Blessings and love to the mothers. Yes, 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 yes. You see what I mean? Blessings, blessings, blessings. Love is the energy. Let's celebrate the female energy even more and more and more. At the end of another iteration, we are. This is the drive live into the modern day plantation. Love is always the vibration. We are one human nation, no matter the situation. Until then, tomorrow we say, hasta mañana. That is tomorrow. We say, cuídate, take care. We say, bendiciones, blessings. We say, Dios te bendiga, Javi with you all. We say, vida larga, larga vida, long life. We also say, sino trato nada. Sino trato hago nada, which is what? Nothing tried, nothing done. Keep trying, keep trying, keep trying. It's the perfect imperfection. See? One human connection. Blessings and love. Love that and take care. A to Z. Love you equally. Love is always the energy. Yeah,